What did you just say? Hey YouTube, what you know good? This is the Reverend, and we're back with another episode of Project KNM, where we interrupt your YouTube feed with some more art goodness. First things first, let me just say there is a perfectly justified reason for the lack of content lately. It's not that I haven't been drawing, it's not that I haven't been recording, it hasn't been because I haven't been actually making videos, it's because my internet is janky. The internet here really stinks. I don't know what's been going on. Maybe it's the construction that's going on outside. Maybe it's because our service provider is just slowly but surely becoming duty. I don't know. Either way, every 5 minutes the internet seems to want to conk out. This is one of the reasons why I haven't actually been able to, say, I can render a video, but I can't really upload it without an error going on YouTube. There's also another reason why my streaming on Twitch has been kind of straight up stopped for a while. I'm not quite sure what's going on and what I can really do to remedy this, especially because I don't have a lot of money at the moment, but we will see what we can do. Hopefully, with circumstances they are right now, I'll be able to stick around at my computer long enough to see what's going on and make sure this thing uploads properly. So if you're seeing this video, it means I'm making progress. And you know, baby steps. Hopefully this works. If it doesn't, well, we'll see. But let me stop, you know, trying to explain everything, and let's get on to some more lighter news. On another news, moving forward, I decided we're definitely going to try the thing that I tried in the recent video. Since there's so many people who really don't like, from what I've been told, so many people who really don't like Speedpaint videos that don't have any speaking to it, any commentary, even if it's just rambling about something about the video in question, I decided I'm going to go ahead and do this. I don't intend to do any tutorials, so for goodness sake, do not expect me to do that, because honestly, I don't think I'm good enough to do that. Yet. We'll see. But I can definitely start talking about something involving the artwork I'm doing, or maybe something involving the topic at hand. The actual drawing today actually does bring in mind an interesting topic that I would like to talk about. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. For those of you who haven't figured it out yet, today's subject that I'm drawing is Emperor Nero Claudius Caesar Augustus Germanicus, a fifth ruler of the Roman Empire, as depicted in the Fate series. For those of you who have no idea what the Fate series is, that's kind of why I want to talk about said series in this episode. But before that, let me give a quick thanks. See, when it comes to the Fate series, I was probably never going to get into it unless there was something that really caught my eye, something that was right up my alley, something that really would get me even interested in even searching about this. And that happened when I was watching a Twitch stream of one of my favorite cosplayers, Mira Scarlet. Boom! Real quick. Give her a real quick plug. Check that. She was actually playing a beat-em-up game called Fate X Tella. And being a fighting game fan ever since my time in elementary school, when they gave us a field trip over to a nearby skating rink and I saw Darkstalkers for the first time, I've been a fan of fighting games and beat-em-ups and stuff ever since. Still haven't played Streets of Rage, and I really need to fix that. Seriously, I've played Captain Commando, but I haven't played Streets of Rage. What's going on? I digress. Having no clue what this was all about, but being really interested in seeing where this went, I decided to go ahead and bite the bullet, and when I had some money, pick up Fate X Tella. And it did not disappoint. Had no clue what in the world was going on, but I knew enough about the story from the game itself to realize that this was kind of its own standalone situation. Turns out that's exactly the case. The Fate series has so many different continuities, so many different alternate universe situations that it seems like you can start almost anywhere and you'll be fine. You'll enjoy yourself and maybe be curious enough to start looking into other stories in that particular franchise, and hopefully branch out into the rest of the bigger franchise, which is usually called the Nasuverse, mainly named after, I think, one of the creators, Kinoki Nasu. Different stories such as Kara no Kyokai and Tsukihime. For those who like fighting games, you may know of the Tsukihime-based fighting game called Melty Blood. That's how I found out about that. Seems like sometimes you just got to find out what fits your niche, and sometimes a franchise that has so many different things has something that really fits your niche and might get you interested in the rest of the series. But this is kind of the big question that I want to ask, the main question and the main gripe that I've got with the Fate series. Fate is just weird. Fate is confusing. And at the same time, it is really intriguing to me because I honestly don't know the best way to really get into it. I do know it started with a visual novel called Fate Stay Night, and even though I hear it takes like around 100 hours just to get it done, that it's got a pretty interesting story, which kind of leads into the next few stories, as well as prequels, and etc., etc. However, there are anime adaptations for those who don't have that kind of time, but then I'm told that one will spoil the other, and then the one that it spoils will spoil another one, and that the best option you have is the original Fate Stay Night anime done by Studio Dean, but no one watches the one from Studio Dean because apparently it's duty. Who do I listen to? Who do I trust? Do I actually listen to what these people are saying, or should I just say to hell with it and just pick up the visual novel? And if I do decide to pick up the visual novel, how? Because I've actually looked up for where to find the original visual novel for PC, and you can't find it. At least I'm having a lot of trouble finding it, and whenever you do find it, it's expensive as balls. And I have no intention of pirate things because I like to support my fellow artists out there, my fellow creators. There is, I think, a PlayStation Portable version, but I'm not sure if it has everything in there. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to do a little more research. Sometimes you're just not quite sure where to check. But this actually is the big question I have for you guys. For those who are actually fans of the Fate series, how in the world did you get into it? How did you start? Where would you recommend a person start? If that's even a question you can even ask. And for goodness sake, if you do answer this, be it if you find me somewhere or if you leave your answer in the comments, let me say this right now: please do not recommend Fate Grand Order, because my mobile phone is for calling people and texting them and occasionally checking my Twitter. That's about it. I do not have the money necessary nor the time to invest in whatever it is on that thing. I see people, just doing everything in their power to get their hands on their characters of choice, Mirascarda included, and it's just like, it just feels like it's not worth it. But you know what? Tell me what you guys think, and if you guys also tell me if you guys are okay with me in doing this particular format, just commentary, just some kind of relevant topic in the middle of this, in the middle of this speed paint, and we'll see what goes from here. Because honestly, despite me having to constantly re-record this because of outside interference, sometimes my phone just won't shut up. This is actually something kind of comfortable for me because, hey, I have a lot to say. But with that said, we'll see if this goes through. Hopefully the video actually uploads, and if so, hopefully the next video will not take as long to upload. With that said, I think it's time to wrap it up. You guys take it easy, Momento Mori, and I will catch you all in the next one.